Hey guys, what's up? It's just me, Anthony here. How you guys doing? Um, just wanted to do like another random me time kind of thing. Just 'cause I haven't really uploaded lately, so I figured why not? A lot of stuff has happened. I'm pretty sure you've seen my last video. Um, but I think I'm okay now. Doing pretty well in at both jobs. That's why I haven't really been uploading much. I've been concentrating on my job so much. I feel like I just need to start over. So without further ado, let's just kind of not start over, but kind of start over at the same time. Um, see what my brain can come up with. I mean, this is like on the spot. I have nothing planned. I just decided to open up my computer, hit record. Um, I watched Furious 7 when it came out. That was actually quite impressive because what was it? Paul Walker, he passed away like halfway. Like they were still shooting the movie. And the interesting thing was, throughout the whole series, you could see the relationship between Paul Walker and Vin Diesel. And you could just see the relationship, even outside of the set. And the thing is, when they had to get his brothers to finish up the movie with a little bit of CGI here and there, or at least that's what I heard. I mean, I couldn't really tell the difference. I guess some people could. I couldn't really tell the difference. But the relationship between them, I felt like it stayed connected. There wasn't really as much racing. I'm not really going to spoil anything. I'm not going to tell you what happens in the movie. I'm just going to tell you it's not what you're going to expect if you still haven't seen the movie. I know there are a lot of people who still haven't seen the movie. But it's not what you have expected. I know I didn't expect a lot of it. Not a lot of racing, but it was still concentrating on that family kind of thing that they have started to do in the recent movies. Like family was more important than the racing, and they actually kept that immensely, especially in Furious 7. And I'm telling you, I cried at the end. I'm not going to tell you why. Just bring back the tissues. All right. It was very, very well put together. At least I seem to think so. What else? I saw Get Hard. That was funny. That was very funny. I like that. I like that a lot. It was pretty good. I seem to think so. I was thinking about getting into acting one time. Because I felt like I have the stage name for it. I felt like I had the passion for it, but I guess I really didn't. But I don't know. Acting takes a lot of method acting. There's improv. There's a lot. You have to like become your role, and it actually takes a lot more work than you really think. And to be honest, his brother, Paul Walker's brother, I don't know their names, but I think they took that role and they played it as best as they could. And honestly, I think they did a pretty damn good job. Now, I'm not an expert critic, but shit, why not? I thought he did a pretty good job, and definitely go see the movie. This video isn't sponsored by Furious 7, by the way, so yeah. I have an Instagram. Yeah. I don't really know how you guys feel about that. I've been getting into this new whole fad with my hair lately. Like, I've been changing my hair so much in the last year. Like, well, 2 years. You've seen how my hair has progressed. It's gone from the freaking faux hawk, it's gone to the spikes. Now I'm doing this whole swoop thing. What else have I done? Um, I've got it cut way short. You guys didn't see that. I did a kind of a military cut, like a 2 on the top, 1 on the sides, and that was the last haircut I did. And jeez, I know. I dare you guys to watch all the Fast and Furious movies, man. Like, I'm gonna rewatch all of them. I'm serious. Like, oh, I know you're gonna guys freak out, but I've never seen any of the Mission Impossible movies. I was thinking,
What are you doing?
I am recording, and I was thinking about watching them. I don't know. I mean, I was watching it at work one time. I was like, man, this is freaking cool. You know what? I think I'm gonna watch them. So yeah, now I'm gonna watch them. By the way, you guys didn't know, I work at a grocery store, and now for the past like 2 months, I've been working at a diner doing the overnight shift, from like 10 to 4 in the morning, sometimes even 6 in the morning. So yeah, I barely get any sleep between. So thank God I have Monday off. You know, so I got stuff to do. Need to go to the bank. Need to do laundry. Go do some stuff. Need to do some other stuff. Maybe watch some YouTube videos. Maybe record some more. I don't even know. But seriously, let me guys know if I should do a gaming channel. If I do, if you guys think I should, let me know. I'll probably get a computer that's actually fit for that. And maybe a webcam setup or something. I don't know. But as far as I know, I don't really know where this channel is going. I never really had a passion for it like Markiplier, because Markiplier has said some inspiring things. But, it's not really going to do anything for you unless you actually do it yourself. At least that's what he said. Like, giving advice is not something that he does. And, he even said it in, like, one of his recent videos. He doesn't give advice. Because, yeah, you could give the best advice in the world, but somebody may not even take it. It's what you do with that advice is what matters. You have to actually take that advice, make it your own life, and live it. Yeah, they can tell you, yeah, I gave you that advice, but you were the one that actually did it. And that's what I'm having a problem with, taking advice. I can't even take my own advice sometimes. I give amazing advice, like those life lesson video that I did. I haven't really done much about that, and but oh shit, I tell you guys to do all this stuff because it's stuff that I don't really think I can do. I mean, no. I know I can do it. It's just I'm not putting the effort. And I need to find some way to actually put in the effort. And I know you guys, or I hope you guys will be there for me. All seriousness aside, I've been much more goofy lately. Like, I don't know why. I've been, trying to keep myself happy. Because, some of the things that have been going on in my life. And recently, I've just been thinking about death. Yeah, it's inevitable. But, I mean, well, the thing is, all my life, I've always thought as death as something scary but amazing. And the thing is, yeah, I get to go to heaven. or hell, whichever. I don't know where I'm going. Actually, no, I know where I'm going. I feel like I know where I'm going. I feel like I'm going to heaven because I believe in that. And in my heart, I believe in the Lord Jesus. You know, and the thing is, I don't know what I see that is so negative about eternal. Like it never ends. It's like a continuous loop. I think that's the thing I'm scared of. It just continues on and on without stopping. Yeah, it'll be freaking amazing. Glorious. Everything that I've ever hoped for. And then some. More than I'll ever hope for. But I don't know why. It's just that continuous thing. I'm pretty sure I won't really feel scared when I'm there. But it's just, the inevitability of that continuous cycle. I don't know why it scares me. I mean, death, yeah, it's inevitable. I take death very weird. Like, when my mom died, when my dad said, hey, your mom passed away this morning. I was like, holy crap. I didn't really feel anything. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel depressed. I didn't feel angry. I felt absolutely nothing for 2 days. And then when I was at the funeral service that Sunday, it was, what was it? I finally saw my friend Stephanie when I turned around. And then that's when I started crying. I just started bawling tears. Completely, because I lost my mother. And then I was fine. I mean, yeah, I cry every now and then. But I don't really even think about it. Not because I don't love her. It's just, that's just how I take it. And then when my stepfather died, that hit me hard. I had to leave work. And I listened to, what was the song on the radio? I cannot think of it right now. But I know it was a song that he loved to listen to. And, while I was driving home, I just busted out in tears. Because it reminded me of him. But his favorite song, was What He Was Waiting For in Heaven. What was the name of that song? I Can Only Imagine. That song. I can only... I'm not even going to attempt to sing it. But, yeah, that was his favorite song for a reason. Because he knows that he can only imagine until he gets there. And now he is there. And now I can only imagine what he's feeling right now. It's just that wasn't the song that came on the radio. It's just something similar to that. I cannot remember that song. But it was like, this was back in November of 2014. When he passed. My mother passed May of 2013. And now I'm just waiting for my father and my stepmom. My father, he's 67 years old. And my stepmom, she's like in her 50s. 56. Sorry, friend. Yeah. I just don't really know what I would do if my dad died. I worry about him too much anyway. It's not that I love my dad more. It's just I feel like I have more of a connection with him. Because I didn't really have that strong connection with my mother because, we always fought. And, it's freaking sinus. Love you, Dad. Speaking of which, Mom and I always fought. We just always butted heads. And we would try to make up, but then, things would get right back to the beginning. And I didn't really get as much of a connection with her because of that. because we were so much alike. My father and I, however, he just didn't give up. He was the prime example of what a parent should have been. Now, I'm not saying my mom wasn't, but she had a lot of rough times, suffering through depression. Um, she was anorexic. You know, she did drugs. She did all that. You know, didn't really affect me, or at least I feel like it didn't. I used that example of what not to be, and I thank my mother for that. I really do. Because of that, I'm not succumbing to all of that, drugs, alcohol, all that, because I've seen what it did to my mother. And I constantly have my mother's obituary in my wallet. Now I don't, because it's kind of like ripping up, but for the past year and a half, almost 2 years, I kept that obituary in my wallet to remind myself, hey, this is what happens when you do stuff like that. And I saw it every day through my mother. Always in pain, suffering. No, she's fine. At least I hope she is. And where was I going with this? I hate when that happens. ADHD, I'm serious. But, my father, Anyway, I'm not saying that my mother wasn't a great example. She was. She was an example of what not to be in the future. I'm trying to say this in the nicest way possible, and, in the most greatest respect, because she is my mother. She was my mom. But my father was also that prime example as well. He didn't do the drugs. He didn't do the alcohol and all that stuff. And look at how successful he was. He pursued his freaking dreams. He didn't go to college, but that's because he started his dreams at an early age, before, during high school. And he saw that, hey, I'm so happy with this, but I could also be making money too. That's like a win-win kind of thing. And he pursued it. And he's still doing it after 51 years. Yeah, my father's old. Than normal fathers would be. He's old enough to be my grandfather, yes, I know. But he's still a hardworking man. The amount of stress this man has gone through. Holy crap. It's no wonder he has high blood pressure. I mean, when he had kids, he did newspaper runs at 2 o'clock in the morning. He had 2 jobs, sometimes 3 jobs, just to support us. And here I am, just 2 lousy jobs, working an 8-hour shift at a grocery store and an 8-hour night shift, and I can barely do it. And here I am thinking, how in God's glorified name did my father accomplish so much and be successful? And he still has to do it, because he never really raised us. We were raised in separate families. I was with my mom most of my life. My dad never really got a chance to raise us, and now he's actually trying to undo some of the stuff that my mom has done to us. I'm not saying it in a negative way. It's just the way that I lived with my mother. Kind of, yes, I know the difference between right and wrong. I'm not trying to make excuses. It's just the lifestyle that I was living, I was used to it. And the way that my dad's lifestyle was completely and utterly different. And I'm trying to learn to live that lifestyle, my father's lifestyle, because I know that's the better lifestyle. But it's hard, it's trying to break a habit. Like this disorganization. My room is a complete mess. You guys don't even know half of it. I'm sorry this video is really long, but I'm trying to teach you guys something that you may never know how much your parents really did for you until you try to do the same things they did as an adult. You know, um, I'm working 2 jobs, working my butt off, and I'm thinking to myself, man, this is not even close to what my father did, and he was still able to do it. That's really saying something. That my father was a strong, independent, will-powered man, and I really need to be more like him. I really do. And just be the person who you know is the best influence in your life. Because whether you like it or not, they're gonna be there for you. And until you do learn to live their life, they're not gonna stop. Neither is my father. He's not gonna stop until he knows that I'm going to live a successful lifestyle on my own without his help. And that's what a real man does, a real father does, and even a real friend does. Friends, friends, yeah, some of them will just be there for you just in your best time. But best friends will be there for you in your worst times, laugh you in your face, but also they'll never look down on you unless they're helping you up. That's what a real friend does, and I'm trying to be that kind of person. I'm trying to help others up, but sometimes I need other people to help me too. And I really don't know what else to say. So with that being said, with this freaking 22-minute video, I apologize for. You guys can decide whether to subscribe, like, comment, share, do whatever the hell you want. I don't even care. Well, I kind of do, but, whatever you decide to do with your life isn't really going to influence mine if you don't subscribe. I'm trying to find the right words to say, but I think you understand what I'm trying to say. And with that being said, always remember to tip your waiters and or waitresses, considering I am one now, so I expect you to do the same. Hey there, Johnny. I can see you there. Why didn't you tip that hot waitress, huh? Yeah, she's hot, but did she give you excellent service? If not, then obviously there was a reason for. But always remember to tip your waiters and or waitresses. Hug your mommies and kiss your freaking fears goodbye. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And have a great day, Johnny. Little Johnnies. Johnny, don't do it. Hey, you're my little Johnnies. Bye.